I should have connected this to the first one, but that main road that comes from over here and goes way clear. Well, I've blocked it with this mountain, but it goes all the way around this mountain and back down toward the Indian reservations and the glamping resort, where they basically just have big glass igloos that they're probably like apartments on the inside, I'm sure. And my closest, here's my shit again, right there. My closest neighbor is up at the top of that hill right there. That is probably, if you walk it, it's probably a mile from where I'm standing. But you can take that main road and keep on going through this valley, and they have what they call a water tank. That's basically, come on, focus. Right where the edge of that dark tree line is. Right at the point right there, they have what they call a water tank, which is basically a big hole they dug in the ground that just collects all the rainwater from this entire valley to feed the cows. And if you keep on going around where this volcanic extrusion of rocks right here is, if you go around that mountain and a few more miles that away, where if you can see in the video, there's a range of mountains way over here. This side of those mountains, it's like the edge of the Grand Canyon. You can look down into Meadview. And if you go over on the opposite side of any of these mountains, let's see, I can't see, I got the sun in my eyes. On the other side of any of these mountains, you got a view of the next valley over, which is pretty huge. And there's an airport right over there. And the spring water, the only spring that's even close to here is on the other side of this mountain right here. If I drive there, it's probably 5 miles. Between 5 and 10 miles if I drive there. But that's because I got to go clear around past the glamping ranch and go back around all these mountains. But if I just walk over these mountains, it's like a mile. But there's a cliff right there too, so you can't really access it very easily. If you go this way, because here's my shit again, right there somewhere, right in the middle. If you go over here, there's another cliff view, Grand Canyon cliff view of Meadview. If you go clear over this way, there's another Grand Canyon cliff view of Meadview. And if you go back toward the glamping ranch, where it's just basically the entrance to my dirt road, which is back, like I said, around this mountain about 5 or 6 miles to the closest paved road. The glamping ranch is basically about a half a mile off the paved road. If you go back to that paved road and make a left, you're going to go toward the Grand Canyon Skywalk, which is that big walkway they built with the over here, that overhangs the cliff, and it's glass and whatever. I don't know. I've never even driven past there. What have I lived here, 6 months or something? I've never even gone that way. Never even gone further on the paved road. But there's plenty of hiking. I tried to bust out the snowboard yesterday, but as you can see, all the tops of these mountains didn't really get very much snow. It's just down here in the valley mostly. And also, I'm gonna have to spend a summer or something cutting out some trails, because look here, this is what everything is. Every 2 feet there's a big ass rock. Yeah, I mean, I'm standing on pure rocks right now, under here mostly. And cactuses, and those are Sarge's favorite. But we're getting around. There's plenty of water. We're keeping warm. I got plenty of propane. And I got a bunch of lumber, so once I can dig and get dry wood again, get my wood dry rather, I'm I'll be building some kind of start to a shop, I guess. And Sarge stepped on one of these the other day. They suck. They look like one of those aloe vera plants, but they're totally stiff swords, and they're everywhere. And so are these. But mostly down in the valley, there's really very, very few of these. They're real short. I've been cutting most of everything out. Actually, they look more like this one. And like regular cactus looking, but I think my entire play set has like 3 of them. I mostly ran them over accidentally, so they're pretty much dead. But yeah, I've been pulling a lot of weeds like these things out just to clear the land. I don't know. I was talking about growing tobacco, maybe. I don't know. Definitely got to get the shop going so I can do some woodworking. Work on some guitars. I figured out how to receive mail now to general delivery at the local post office, which is like 20 miles away. Walmart's like about 70 miles from here. That's where I got to go get my groceries. I probably could trust the spring water, but it's technically privately owned. Nobody lives there, but there is a cow corral there, as if they used to cowboy there years ago and do whatever they do, whatever a cowboy does. And yeah, so first snow, it's all powder. Next year I'll have some trails cut to take advantage of it, because literally hardly anybody comes out here. I may some weeks not see anybody drive by. Mostly they're out here adventuring because they want to go to those cliffs. And you could tell people have had fire pits there before. Oh shit, that dude was close. Plenty of jackrabbits. Sarge likes to disappear when he sees one of those. Plenty of hiking. I mean, me and Sarge probably do a couple miles a day. Other than that, it's pretty boring. And I figured out how to download videos so I can get it. I got to rent. Well, Lance originally put us on the YouTube family plan where there's no commercials and shit like that, which allows you to download videos instead of watching them streaming. But then he didn't pay the bill for a few months, and I got my own account, which was like 17 bucks a month. And then I spoke to him again. He was like, oh, no, bullshit, no, cancel it, dude. But I'm pretty sure he thinks he's paid for it, but I think I'm paying for it by now. So, I don't know. He's Lance. I love him, but he's still Lance. And, I don't know what else to say. We eat all right. We cook chicken and pork, and I want to get some livestock out here. They do still run free-range cattle out here, which there's probably, oh, I don't know. If at any one time I might have seen 30 at one time. So they might have 50 or 100 out here. But they can pretty much range for miles. And the other neighbor that I have, which I couldn't even really tell you where he lives, but he's a couple miles from me around that volcanic outlet I showed you a minute ago. He has 2 free-range horses, which I think I took a couple photos or maybe a short video of last night, and I'll try and send you that. But there's no signal out here, so I mean, you say call you more often, but I mean, I gotta go find a signal. I know where there's a signal, but it's a few miles from here, so it's not easy. especially with no income yet. And, you know, gas is cheap. I think I paid like $2.70 last time per gallon. But it's not cheap when you don't have any money. So, I mean, I'll call you when I can. But I'm a big boy. So, relax. But I love you guys. And Happy New Year, Merry Christmas. All right, bye.